Hello, everyone. My name is David Nguyen, and today we're going to go through a UX critique of Gmail. It's pretty much what you gotta create once you start kind of like browsing the internet and need some email addresses. So, before we get started, there's a few cool tweets that I found about Gmail from their account. One of the funny ones I saw was one day I'll be as positive a person as my Gmail auto responses make me seem. And the brand is strong. One of their autocomplete features is pretty dope. So we might take a look at that. Also, this one was my favorite email jargon. Per my last email, about 44% of people like that. So anyways, let's get started. So this is the way I want to go through this is I just want to go through kind of the marketing side and start just kind of riffing on what I notice. And pretty much what you're going to see is that it's really clean. And, it's Gmail, get more done with Gmail. They have a carousel up here, 3 dots with some arrows on the side, write emails faster. This is the suggestions as you type or the autocomplete. And it's like a faster way to reply, right? So these are kind of their initial value props. The one thing that bothers me is, obviously Gmail's a really big brand right now. But the one thing that bothers me is you don't see the word Google anywhere on here. And it's made by Google. Well, technically Alphabet then owns Google, then has Gmail. But like, you don't see Google anywhere on here. Like, you do see it in the address bar, but I'm hiding all of that stuff right now. So, you got Gmail up here, Gmail right here. Create an account is your main CTA. It's up in the top right corner. Then the next thing that they're going to try to get you to do is experience Gmail on any device. Pretty much trying to get you to not only sign up on your desktop, but then also to install it on your phone, et cetera, et cetera. Kind of the benefits that you get from Gmail as you scroll down is stay organized instantly. Nice category breakdown that you can see right here. Never drop the ball, which basically means that you have like this cool, intelligent follow-up process. Take action right from the inbox. You can click on images in this example without actually opening the email, scrolling all the way to the bottom, and then clicking the image. And then finally, avoid suspicious emails, right? So kind of like security. Then finally says get started with Gmail. And then finally in the bottom corner is Google. And I would even argue that Google is a more popular company than Gmail, right? Or a more popular brand, if you will. So anyways, let's go through the flow and, we'll see what happens here. So we're going to create an account. And immediately you see create a Google account, which is kind of hilarious to continue to Gmail. Why don't they just say that it's made by Google earlier in the funnel? So cool things that they did with the forms is that the placeholder turns into the label. This is just super fancy JavaScript. That's me. I had to come up with a new name as I sign up through this, so we had a few. It's going to be a little intense. So I'm just typing in password here just to see this, just to show you guys this cool feature that they did. Again, some fancy JavaScript, but it's a really great ways for people to check what they actually typed. I personally still love the confirm password field. It kind of it is, there's 2 schools of thought, right? So the first one is if you have a confirmed password field, it slows down the process. It's an extra field. And every conversion person is always like, well, the fewer fields that they fill out, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I really like the fact that they consciously chose a password and they just didn't type gibberish into a text box and then they'll never remember it ever again. So there's definitely an advantage to this. Obviously, from my perspective, is I use a password manager, and so I'm just gonna unselect this, copy and paste in a new password that is just randomly generated by a thing. Security first. Cool. So it also has this 8 characters, mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, which my password generator already gave me. So let's hit next. Cool. So welcome to Google. I have a little fake little image guy there. And here's the email that I just created, which is kind of a disaster. So don't worry about it. Phone number is optional. We'll use your number for account security. It won't be visible to others. Recover email address. I'm going to put in a fake. Yeah, it's older than me, but like it's a fake info right there. For birthday, I am male. Your personal info is private and safe. And they even have this link of why we asked for this information. So that opens up a new tab. And it actually gives you all of this info of why they need certain piece of information. Birthday is actually a really interesting one lately. It's kind of like certain services have age requirements, and therefore you should kind of ask for a birthday for a variety of services, including like social media and stuff. Cool. Let's go back. All right. So there's a back and then there's the next. So it's very obvious. I like the CTA here. Cool. My thing is offering to save my password. So we will take that out. Privacy and terms. You're in control of the data we collect and how it's used. Always these terms and service things are just super long. And I kind of like this interaction because it takes you all the way to the bottom and gives you I agree or cancel. The sneaky thing is this more options section actually shows you every single thing that Google tracks, which is a bit aggressive. Web and app activity. It saves it in your Google account. Personalization of ads, YouTube search history, watch history, location history, voice and audio activity, and then finally like occasional reminders. It's pretty intense. Pretty fun bedtime reading if you're into the mood there. Cool. Let's click agree. I really like this progress bar thing that they have here. So it looks pretty sweet. This is all happening in real time, so we will see how it works. Sweet. Well, look at that. So here we are. Welcome. Email by Google. Simple, smart, and secure. This is literally what they should have had on the main page. So that's interesting. Let's click next. You are now prompted to choose a view, default, comfortable, or compact. So let's go with default. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, cool. Normally there used to be a welcome email here, but I think they took it out. So that's interesting. Cool. Okay. So part of the onboarding, you can immediately see down here, the setup progress. Then there's learn how to use Gmail. Click on that. You can see help, tips and tricks, check out the categories. So there's a help option there. That's pretty cool. It automatically checks it for you. And now we're at 30%. Get Gmail for mobile. I love this interface. Aside from the fact that there's a hanging word right here, it's one of those copywriting things that bothers me. Either tighten this up so it's on one line or add a few more words just to make it more clear. But choose from any of the following options to get the right Gmail app for your device. I would just say get the right Gmail app for your other devices. So you can either enter your mobile number here, type it in. It doesn't change it into a phone number, which is a little unfortunate, but I think that's because of their language support, or excuse me, their country support. You can scan a QR code, or you can actually just go to gmail.com/app on your mobile device. So I really, really like that. Cool. That's checked. You can now choose a theme to see what your site looks like. One of my favorite places is Antelope Canyon. So I'm going to select that one. It's going to be pretty aggressive for this theme. Oh, look, there's the email that just came in too from Andy. Sweet. Import contacts and mail. Let's click on that. So this kind of bothers me. It doesn't tell me what the benefit is of importing my contacts and other mail, like other email from another account. And it doesn't have a clear benefit, which should be to save me time and, saves me from doing like a lot of manual, tedious work, like typing in my mom's email address, for example. So it would be really nice to have that kind of a feel, just very similar to the one where you are creating the account right here, right? Kind of like one pane and then kind of that cute little illustration on the side. And it's already forcing me to sign into my other email account. So anyways, we'll click cancel. It says I did it. We need to change profile image. So let's do that real fast. Going to snag an image of myself here. Cool editing tool. So it's just going to be a nice square. That looks like me, but just a black and white version. All right, here we go. And I love it. Check this out. 100% all done. There's a little Gmail icon and this little medal. That's kind of very simple. It's great. Congratulations, you are all set. Try the following to get more out of your inbox. It's really weird to say try the following when you only have one option. That's kind of should be changed out right there. Tell your friends about your new email address. So it launches a new email window, which is pretty cool. And so you type in your friend's email. So here we go. And then my new email address is obviously this disaster of an email address that I just created. Hi, I just finished setting up a new email address. Here it is. Please use my new email. Please use my new email address from now on. And don't forget to update your address books, David. So that's really cool that you can actually do that. And say you hit send. Sends the email. And we already got one, a welcome email here from Andy from Google, right? So it's David, welcome to your new Google account, which ironically should say welcome to Gmail. I think that would be a lot more clear. Hi, David. I'm so glad you decided to try out GM, right? Just click on it. I'm so glad you decided to try out Gmail here. So that's really great. It uses kind of the early text to put in the message preview. Here are a few tips to get you up and running fast. Again, Gmail on the go. That's one of the things that they're trying to promote, right? So that you can install it onto multiple devices. The best of Google, when you sign up for Gmail, you get a Google account that gives you access to lots of Google stuff, like 15 gigabytes of free storage and Drive. Check out more tips. Oh, man, this would just be better. Just be like, there's a lot of other services that you can get from Google. click here to learn about all of them. And you can have like a nice little menu kind of everything it offers. If you click this tips, it's kind of like a weird page where you don't really know what you're getting. Right? You see all these product tips and you scroll and it's like docs, maps, calendar, Google app, 6 tips for making the most of your Google app on your phone, divvy up the work for a team project, drive, see tips by product. It would just be nice to see, here's all the products that you have, that you can have access to with your new Google account. Would you like to try any of them? And then kind of like help educate the user about that. So that's a little bit weird, especially if it's like the first email you get. Then obviously you're in control, choose what's right for you. You can review and adjust your privacy and security settings anytime at my account. This should be like on my account page. And I would just get rid of this, right? Choose what's right for you. Nobody knows what that means. You're in control is already good enough. And then you don't need this. Replies to this email aren't monitored, but if you have a question, try the Help Center or post to the Gmail help forum where my team and other expert users will answer questions. So that's really nice. Sets up the expectation. Like, please don't reply to this email. Enjoy your new account. Really love the personalized touch there, Andy. Keep in touch. And there's all the products. Which it'd be way better if they actually like use the names of the products, because I use Google a lot, so I know what each icon means. But for, somebody like my mom, she'd just think that they were just cute little doodles at the bottom of this email. Cool. Well, that's pretty much it for looking at Google and their Gmail sign-up process. If you click compose, you automatically get the email, which is kind of nice. I think there should be something different with this button. This button is weirding me out somehow. I think that it should just be a little bit more clickable. It just doesn't look like a button. That's all. All right. Well, that's it. Well, welcome. This is my first one. If you got any more comments, please put them below. Always looking for some feedback on how to make this better. Other than that, see ya.